Good morning, it's the 14th of March 2016 and I've got most of the day to myself until 6 o'clock where I have to meet my fellow travellers in the lobby and we're going to start a coach tour. We're going to dine at a local restaurant tonight, don't know which one. I'm sure the tour guide has it all arranged. Anyway, I thought I might go to a museum later today after I've had some breakfast. So we'll go and have a look at that. Anyway, this is my breakfast. Toast, scrambled eggs and cheese, and the smallest glass of orange juice you've ever seen. And the table's not clean either. Not very good. Yes, it's raining again. It's meant to be nearly summer here. Anyway, I'm at the museum. I've got my ticket, but the queue is very long. Here are some famous people who played a big part in the Polish Uprising. This gentleman's from Vilnius actually, so born in 1922, he's apparently still alive. I think they all are. Well, when they made these plaques they were. During the occupation, Germans murder many representatives of Polish science and culture, close down scientific institutions, destroy archives and library collections, and demolish monuments. What we have here is a 7.92mm self-loading rifle, which was apparently made by the Poles before the war even started. Looks like a pretty cool weapon. This is a parabellum pistol, commonly used by Polish soldiers during the war. I've got some badges down here, some up here. This is a receiver that was used in an underground radio station. And here's a document proclaiming that Warsaw no longer exists. Someone chopped that sign up pretty good. Some more famous people.
A tutaj nagle pełen zobaczył na Paryżu, stacji, muzyka się rozwiązała. No fantastyczne, nawet tam próbowaliśmy tańczyć czasami. Też tak było, jakby taki spokojniejszy wierszy do wilki wieczorem, nie było przeszadu. Także ludzie pełni nadziei na przyszłość, że ludzie będą wolni, że znikąd się nie nasze
and some newspaper articles. This is an MP-34 submachine gun. So MPs were always cool guns. There are lots of awesome guns in this museum. They also had ration cards for water in the city. I'm assuming it was Warsaw or city, or maybe most cities probably had it. During wartime, water became very scarce.
Teraz dwa słowa na temat ludności. Sami, czy przygotowani co jeszcze tydzień, a też w miarę dobre były dobre. Spotkane mięso. Ale jak? Albo 41.
Some more guns and some grenades. And two really big guns here. Some really good pair of binoculars made in France. I guess this is like a model shot of some of the ruins of Poland during the war. In a tunnel right now. In the war, they'd used tunnels like these to supply ammunition and stuff, and the people that used the tunnels were called sewer rats.
Dobra, to jeszcze sierpień, musimy kończyć sierpień.
Winna i Janemy, tak?
Co? Idziemy.
Winna jedziemy.
A na wóz zjeżdżasz co do wyjścia?
This little guy here is called a 6.35mm caliber TK. And it's morning tea time. I've got a chocolate cake and some Coca-Cola. It's pretty interesting how they've decked out this room. Look at an old clock over there, piano over there. It's pretty cool. There's some really cool daggers. There's a sniper rifle used by the Germans.
Idziemy dalej?
Those handguns there look pretty modern. Maybe they were used by the Germans. Look at the shell casings. It's very interesting. Soldiers, like in the Iraq War, would play with cards with pictures of wanted terrorists, and back in World War II, the soldiers and that would play with cards with silhouettes of Japanese and German airplanes on them. And the music will start playing. Obviously a very popular museum. I try to get you a shot from the outside. Not a very good one.
Let's go.
That's an interesting design. Very unusual. And we're going for a walk through the park after I cross the road. I think the poles like their fountains. There's another one over here. We'll go have a closer look. They're having a good time. And another one. Well, I'm back in my hotel room. It's nearly 2 o'clock. I'm just going to relax a little while and get cleaned up and go downstairs and then meet my travelling companions. I just want to show you something I discovered late last night. That's the minibar fridge. And that's a lock. I've never seen a minibar under lock and key before. It's pretty disgraceful, really. Alright, I'm going to head downstairs. And that's going to be our coach for the next week and a half.
The night of the museums means that you could visit all of the museums for free in Berlin just almost 20 years ago. And then we decided to do the same here in Warsaw. But in Warsaw since 40 years we have tradition that in one of the week in May we organize every year the night of the museums. What it means that you can visit all of the museums everywhere. You are welcome for free. You don't have to pay any money for entrance, but you have to wait, yeah, just for the access to visit, and sometimes you have to wait a couple of hours. But this is really kind of fun because in some of the museums they will show you exhibition which is usually not to see, impossible to see because it's closed, but so this is kind of attraction. The city which we visit is the biggest city which we have in Poland. It's capital of Polish Republic and population is official 2 million people, but I think that is a bit more, something like 2,200,000. And population of our country of Poland is 40 million. So if you compare to if you're from the States, for example, so this is not such a huge population. But remember that Poland is one of the biggest country in Europe, double. Bigger than Poland is of course Germany, France is bigger, but also very small countries which the population is few millions are also in Europe. So totally Warsaw is, Poland is not the smallest country in Europe. If you like music, I think that you recognize a band from Sweden which name was ABBA, A-B-B-A. Do you know it? They're singing Money, 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 or much more songs, Waterloo. And then they were invited here by the fans, and they didn't charge even $1 for that. And ABBA decided to visit Warsaw 40 years ago when we were during communist rule, and they came here and they stayed in this hotel. They gave a concert, so we really like ABBA. And why they stay here? Because that was the most elegant hotel, which was built in 40 years ago, and that was the tallest building, and was made by Swedish company which name was Skanska, so was very modern. So, and very, very fancy hotel in Warsaw. If you ask anyone about where is Novotel, maybe there is no answer, because before they used the name Forum Hotel, but it's the same building. So on your left hand side is very useful ugly building, which you can see is the tallest building. Ugly because that was the gift from Russia after Second World War, built exactly in 1955, and the name was given Stalin, Joseph Stalin. No, Joseph Stalin, he was really bastard, and then unfortunately the name was given to him. So if some of you wanted to visit some shops, ladies, so this is a shopping passage. We have the shops which you have in the state at TK Maxx, you have TJ Maxx, and for example Marks and Spencer we have, and all of the shops are open every day. Even tomorrow would be open till 8 o'clock. But remember that also in Krakow would be possible if you would like to check what kind of stuff we have. So it's not only Warsaw. So I don't know if you have any free time really in Warsaw, but it's walking distance from your hotel. Oh, now would be something nice, yeah, but because you know that you asked me about what is relation between Germany, yes, after Second World War. Then you can see bus on your left-hand side, Berlin. Greetings from Berlin to Warsaw on your left-hand side, and they gave us this bus for 2 weeks, and then we can use as a public transport, and then this is we going to do the same, and then we offered them bus which is produced in Poland, and then would be that greetings from Poland, from Warsaw to Berlin. Okay, and then tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we have regular tour of Warsaw, so you see all of the most beautiful places in Warsaw. But today is just orientation tour on the way to our restaurant. So on your left hand side you can see architecture from ugly architecture from 60s and 70s and modern architecture here, but totally Warsaw is not the most beautiful city which you visit probably, but remember that during Second World War, which took place in Poland from 1945 is 6 years, Warsaw was destroyed in 85%, and the area which we are going to visit tonight, where the dinner is organized, destroyed in 95%. So remember about that before you say that I don't like this city. And I am from Warsaw, and Robert is from Warsaw, so for us it's very important if you, after the tour, if you say that we prefer Warsaw. And this is very lovely place. On your left hand side you can see kind of columnade with red lights, and then every hour we have changing of the guard here. So we are very close from the Royal Castle and from Old Town Market Square, but tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tour inside of the Royal Castle. You can admire beautiful private apartments of the last King of Poland. And last King of Poland we had here from 1764 to 1795. So I'm not going to tell you so many dates, but step by step you will know all history of Poland.
Here's a closer shot for you.
Old Town, Old Town.
Just Old Town.
And you know something about pierogi, yes? Pierogi is the most popular Polish food, but we prefer pizza, I think, because you know, you can have everyday pierogi, but I know that you would like to have pierogi. We have pierogi, and you have mixed pierogi, and then you can compare what kind of pierogi you like, you know, because you can put everything inside. You can have cheese, you can have jam, you can have meat, cabbage, potatoes, all kind of pierogi. And this is a very famous place, which name is Polskie Pierogi Zapiecek. So a few restaurants like that, and they serve pierogi. And also you can have all of the food we prepare for you. So you have sour rice soup, which is żurek, borscht. So don't worry, you have occasion to try other lady, yeah? Can you... Przepraszam, może Pani nam pokazać? Przepraszam Panią. Okej, może Pani pokazać nam swoją kanapkę? Tak z daleka. Yes, this is very popular, you know, that lady use very popular Polish food, which is lard, cucumber and bread. Also you have zakopane, dziękuję bardzo. So this is a lot of food, but really, you know, even the ladies who take care about the line, yeah, good figure, they wanted to have, they cannot stop. But a lot of calories, but it's very tasty, yes?
Yeah.
So, okay, let's continue.
That's not our restaurant, by the way. He was just pointing it out. That's a tour director, Adam.
They're coming. Oh my gosh, it's right. New concept, guys. Gotta do it.
Wow. So a quick look at our table before the dishes come out. Butter, vodka, water. I think this is like a potato and leek soup with some croutons. And that's the main course.
This morning at breakfast.
And dessert. I don't get this. You got chocolate on yours. You got chocolate, and I've got like pistachio.
Oh, they're all different flavors?
Looks like it.
They were.
We're heading back to the coach.
Program we are going to visit Jewish districts, and here was the Jewish district. Yeah, you are inside of the ghetto, and you are outside of the ghetto because the wall here was like that. But tomorrow, when we start, I show you the area where the piece of the ghetto will survive, and then I give you explanation about the ghetto. Okay. But remember that in this place, that if you walk in Warsaw and you focus on the sidewalk, in many places you find memorial like that. Ghetto wall, established in 1940 during Second World War by Germans, of course.
And it's raining again. Where's everybody else? Better get on the bus.
So the water is a huge screen, and then you can see some imagination of the music. So look, on your right hand side. But if the weather would be better, then that would be extremely busy place. It's very, very nice. This is the highlight of Warsaw. And then just a bit smaller piece like that you can see in Torun, close from the hotel. It's absolutely walking distance, so you have occasion when you will be in Torun just to visit. And then also there's the water, music. So this is really very lovely place, very lovely garden here. And all of the neighborhood is the backside of Royal Castle and Old Town Market Square. The main river in Warsaw, the same river you see in Krakow, the same river goes to Baltic Sea. Yeah, in Gdańsk also you see Wisła, and Wisła beginning in Zakopane. So in the Zakopane you see beginning of Wisła river.
Hey everyone, hope you really enjoyed today's video. There'll be another one coming tomorrow, but for now it's good night and God bless. See you soon.